welcome back. Week 7, Day 2, as we get ready to head into our final match here. Elamite and T2 at the Xfinity desk, of course, and that is going to be Team Liquid versus Evil Geniuses. We just watched an insane matchup. Optic Gaming ensures straight Rippon's chances, or actually secures their chances to make it to finals here. And now it all comes down to relegation and finding out who is going to end up in that 7th seed.
Yeah, if Evil Geniuses doesn't win a game here, we're going to be seeing a best of 5 between E6 and EG. So taking a look at the Evil Geniuses roster, Roy, Lunchbox, Ninja, and Stellar. Phenomenal performance yesterday against Luminosity. Big win to keep them out of the relegation talk, but they're still in it because they need to, again, win one game here is all they need. And Royborg, he was the man yesterday. We saw right in the beginning of CTF Coliseum him charge right up the Snipe Street, switch on over to his assault rifle, and pick up a double kill that he shouldn't have. And that's when you know that this guy is on top of things. He's a very aggressive player with a very nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, Roy was essentially the X factor for me yesterday in their series against Luminosity.
Roy Ninja, big time.
Playing out of his mind, and he was almost not there for that match. Just imagine how differently everything could have played out should Luminosity have been able to win yesterday. We wouldn't even had to show up today because everything would have pretty much been locked in, but did not happen that way. And every match coming down to the final wire once again here in fall season, it's coming down to the last match.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Evil Geniuses, again, in a situation where they need to pick up a win or at least a map here, because last time they were the 5th seed when it was all said and done. One series away from possibly making it into the playoffs, but it was Cloud9 instead. Ninja, you know, he was the player on the benefit of that, making his way on that Cloud9 roster, eventually almost even beating the CLG team, which was eventually Optic Gaming when they were up 2-0 in the series. So interesting, a couple months later, finding these two teams duking it out here.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja's had a rough road. He's had some great success and had some bad games too. He's had series where he was way ahead, including against Allegiance at like the World Championships. If you go all the way back then, they had a lead in game number 3 and ended up letting that series slip through their fingertips.
Yeah, it's just about closing things out. So they're going to need to, again, just pick up one win here. That's all they need. And it would feel so great for Evil Geniuses and their fans if they didn't make it go down to game 3 and game number 2 if it just happened here in game number 1. And E6 right now, they're sitting there just biting their nails, sitting at the edge of their seat, hoping that Team Liquid comes out and plays extremely well.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the series layout at these game types, one of which Evil Geniuses needs to take away from this Team Liquid lineup. Now, of course, based on that information, they have to win one of the first 3 game types. So it's either Plaza Strongholds, Coliseum Slayer, or Truth CTF.
Definitely. Which game type is it going to be? They play all of these game types fairly well. I think they did a pretty good job getting the pick here. Empire Stronghold, CTF Truth. They played those well yesterday. Rig Slayer is Ninja's go-to in terms of the Slayers. So taking a look at these game types again, I feel like Tawi and Ogre 2 here did a very nice job in the veto process to find possibly the one win that keeps them away from relegations.
Yeah, now we are working on getting the players set up into the game, and then we'll kick this one off. Keep in mind, we're not even going to be here next week. This is week 7, day number 2. So if you're at home watching, make sure you tweet the stream, use the hashtag HCS, get everybody in here, because this is when this is what it all comes down to right now. You know, we will be in the ESL studios in Burbank, December 10th and 11th for the finals there. And of course, a lot of these teams will be making an appearance over in Vegas next weekend for the giant open circuit event by PGL.
Yeah, really excited about that event. Can't wait to see everybody in person and see some awesome LAN action. And check out that new venue. That's the Millennial Esports venue going on in Vegas too. So that should be pretty exciting. It's a fun time over there. A lot of good places to eat. Pretty cheap hotels as well.
Yeah, I heard you can have some fun in Vegas, Tom.
You can. Vegas is a very good time. I lost a couple of bucks gambling last week. We won't talk about it.
All right. Yeah, even back in the day, going to some of the Vegas events there, I know there's some pretty interesting experiences that happened. But either way, we are looking at our very final match, or very final series of the fall season of the HCS, and we are looking to jump into Strongholds on the Plaza. Tom, any particular person you're wanting to start with here?
I feel like we got to go with someone on the side of Evil Geniuses. It's up to them, and probably Ninja or Roy. And Ninja had a really good game. Again, these are the X factors. Ninja and Roy, if they're playing well, they are a playoff caliber team. Looks like Ninja's going to make his way over towards top center to try to find that camouflage. It eventually does go on over to, I believe, Spartan, who picks up that one. Stellar finds a kill onto Commonly, but it looks like Evil Genius is shifting their focus towards bottom center. And they do have numbers, so they should be able to capture this one. However, no, that looks like actually, my bad, Team Liquid capturing bottom middle. I thought that was Evil Geniuses racking up the ticker there, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Evil Geniuses does capture the nest. Looks like Yard currently being worked on by Commonly and friends over here for Team Liquid, but bottom middle is being captured by Evil Geniuses. Now that's exactly what Evil Geniuses wanted. Nest priority, bottom middle second after that. And then they do kind of make these mistakes though. Roy and Lunchbox kind of charge over here towards this light rifle area and give up 3 deaths before, you know, the charge even comes.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of surprising. Team Liquid not able to put any points on the board even though they secured bottom mid so quickly. However, you've got Spartan running around here. He just grabbed the double kill. Working on the next couple of players here. Runs into 2 people over by truck. That's not going to work out in your favor. Although bottom mid goes back over here now to Team Liquid. Ninja decides he's going to go for a counter capture here in Yard, but you got Penguin jumping up on him. A couple players over by Light Rifle. Penguin with a big win and a reset here. Bottom mid is going over to Evil Geniuses, but you got Penguin already flying out of the window, and he just stopped Evil Geniuses from capping 2 separate strongholds.
Yeah, Penguin getting 2 kills, Spartan getting 2 kills. As you take a look at the playoff scenario on the right hand of your screen, if EG lose 0-3, they'll have a perfect tie with E6, and there'll be another best of 5 played tonight. Loser gets relegated. That would be one crazy turn of events here.
Right, nice. He commonly has got a shotgun running around doing some work with that one. Challenges, does secure the 3rd kill, but he will be taken out as here. Lunchbox on board with, running around towards Light Rifles in a battle here with Penguin. And these teams, especially Team Liquid, they have just such good map movement. So well at jumping up, knowing all those different ledges, nooks and crannies here, and the jumps you can make.
Well, it's about cutting the amount of time off that it takes to get to certain spots, and it makes it very hard to predict the timing. When you see pro players play, they don't have these player outlines. So when you see a good grenade coming in, that's just a prediction aid. That's just the amount of time that they've put into this and understanding of the spawns. So if you can take different angles, like Rain's currently doing, or try to cut the amount of time that it takes to get into one spot, that's very good. But a little bit of miscommunication as they chuck 2 splinter grenades on over to the same spot to lock down that glass area. Speaking of splinter grenades, Commonly is going to find one. Rain gets a perfect onto Ninja, and look how slow they're playing this on the side of Evil Geniuses, expecting Team Liquid to push in for the triple cap, but even though that they're expecting it, it doesn't matter because Commonly flying in here, looking for the triple kill. Can he find it? Ninja's going to drop to him. It's a little bit too delayed for the triple, but that's going to be a triple cap for Team Liquid.
Yeah, this is Team Liquid just running away with this one as 2 members push into Yard. This is going to be a pretty good opportunity. Looks like they will be able to get that one unless Rain can say something about it. He gets taken out immediately, so this is a really good opportunity for Evil Geniuses now. They are down a lot here in this game, but they have a numbers advantage now. They captured the 1 stronghold. Ninja's going to get spotted out and taken out by Penguin, though. That's not going to be what you want to see here, and now they're going to have to wait for another round of spawns.
A lot of this comes down to the beginning push that Roy had down towards the loop, overextending, and I've seen so many times Evil Geniuses, when they get bottom middle and they get nest, they just fly into Yard, or they just fly in towards glass and Light Rifle. And they don't get up top, they don't control top gold, they don't sit in the posters and just wait for these guys to push into the strongholds. It has to be frustrating if you're Tawi in Ogre 2. This thing should have been addressed weeks ago, and they still make the same mistakes.
Right now you've got, finally bottom mid and control going over here in favor of Evil Geniuses. Ninja with the shots too. Rain is starting to capture his bottom mid hill, but Stellar with perfect shots takes him out. This is going to be a good opportunity. They need to close some of this deficit, and they need to start getting Yard right now. It looks like, Nest right now, but Yard is going to go back over in favor of Team Liquid, now getting a couple kills here, and we'll see what happens with this camo.
Yeah, Ninja ends up dying over here, which means that he's the first player to die, and that happens so often from Evil Geniuses, where they have a good setup, and then they give up the first death, and that's just so unlike Lunchbox and Roy, where these guys constantly try to press their advantages, always playing the numbers game, and going down 3 versus 4 is never what you want to do. So we'll see what happens, because what looks like it should have been Liquid capturing bottom middle a long time ago seems to be nice defense coming in from EG, even though they have made a couple positional mistakes.
Yeah, and you got shotgun over in the hands of Penguin, but nobody from Evil Geniuses should be pushing onto this yard location. The last thing you want to do is make any kind of crucial mistakes being down by a lead like Liquid was able to accumulate starting this one off. Now Ninja also dying once again. Calmly secured that kill. Stellar cleaned it up, so it's a good job by him. And now Penguin running around still with this shotgun out.
Yeah, we saw a tweet saying straight to the finals, baby. That's what I like to hear. Thanks for the tweets, guys. Keep them rolling in. Let's get some Evil Geniuses tweets going in. These guys need the fan support big time, because they've let so many series get away from them. So many game 5s where it looks like they've had it, and they just throw it away at the end. And now they just need one more game here. And if they can find it, they're going to be feeling very good based on how this season went, because it's not been good for them so far. It's been very, very heartbreaking and frustrating, but now they have bottom middle, they have Nest. Let's see if Team Liquid's able to take it. That's going to be Rain getting a kill onto Roy, and there it is. Bottom middle going on over to Team Liquid. If they shift their focus over to Nest here, it could result in a triple cap, but you do see Yard currently being captured by Evil Geniuses. So this should be a Nest and bottom middle hold for Team Liquid, and now Evil Geniuses is going to have to reset, but that's nice. Grenades coming in. Penguin seems to be trying to capture this one, and he does.
Yeah, now Roy is down here by himself. Last guy alive, 2v1 situation. Nice having the plasma pistol. Will secure 1 kill, but it's just not going to be enough here. The reset comes in once again. Now, Evil Genius is going to have to wait for Roy to come back off spawn, because this is not going to be the way to break the setup.
One by one, look at all players on Evil Geniuses moving into different positions. Ninja drops, you know, about 6 seconds after Lunchbox. Lunchbox drops about 6 seconds after Roy. So that means you're constantly fighting 3 versus 4, but yet you have to get 2 players in a stronghold and expect Liquid to not be looking there. It just doesn't make sense if you're Evil Geniuses. So they're gonna have to reset, play the numbers game. Now they're in a 3-on-3. Let's see what happens. Multiple players over towards the light rifle. Comley's already laying down some damage over there. Gets the beat down onto Stellar. Rain doing what he should be doing, which is locking down a position. Looks like he's gonna be choking the blue spawns over here instead of going over towards Hotel. And just gonna crouch now in flowers as players try to make their way out over here. Now, if he's over here locking this side of the map down, you're gonna need more focus for Team Liquid on the loop side of the map. It doesn't look like Team Liquid's even worried. They get a couple of slays over here. 2 dead on the side of Evil Geniuses. Rain can pretty much do whatever he wants at this point, and it'll be the right decision. Decides he wants to drop down for the triple cap. Backs off, and again, doesn't really matter. Just a wasted death either way. Add an extra kill on over to Commonly's for the stat page, and Ninja finding 1 too, but I don't think that's going to be enough time for Evil Geniuses to be able to capture bottom middle, and there goes the contest at the end. 100-47, Team Liquid gets the win.
And talking about slays here, Commonly, who grabbed that extra one to put him at 21 kills here. So Penguin and Commonly doing work at 21 and 18 kills for the 2 of them. And then taking a look at the Evil Geniuses side, Stellar having 13, but nobody else really put up any real numbers here. They had more captures than Team Liquid did, but they were just not able to hold their captures quite as long. So it's kind of some big mistakes coming out from Evil Geniuses. You know, capturing more hills but not being able to win is not the position you want to be in.
And how bad do you think Commonly wants to 3-0 these guys, knowing the situation? Commonly, former member of Evil Geniuses, when they placed first at X Games, getting the gold medal. Now possibly sending his former team to relegations.
Yeah, I mean, taking the series 3-0. Like we said, Evil Geniuses just needs to win 1 game, and looks like Commonly is coming out strong, looking to prevent that from happening here. And then, like we said, if there is a tie here, if this is a 3-0 series, E6 and EG will have to face off in another best of 5.
That would be just wild to watch, honestly. And I forgot all about the whole Commonly thing, where he used to be a member of this squad for so long, and the whole joke about him possibly being the problem and saying that he's not. And ever since then, he's been playing with a big chip on his shoulder. And rightfully so, because sometimes Evil Geniuses, they make decisions and they make team changes that don't necessarily have to happen. I mean, you look at that Victory X decision, and they only picked up 1 win with Stellar. Yeah, they may have improved a little bit or, you know, stayed even, but is it a drastic enough change to mean that you should make a team change? I don't know. I don't think that it calls for that. So Commonly, he's just trying to add insult to injury and say, hey, guys, I wasn't the problem there. I deserve to, be going to playoffs, be there in the finals. And yeah, it would feel good for him for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Lunchbox and Roy, it's no surprise. I mean, they've rotated through lots of different pro players in the community. I mean, if they're not winning events, they're probably going to be looking at making team changes. They're so accustomed to going home and, competing in the finals, being that #1 team here. And like you said, Tom, maybe that drop of Commonly, and then it was Suspector, and then Suspector leaving, and you had Victory, and then instead of Victory, now you're looking at Stellar. So constant rotations, and just has not been paying off in their favor.
We'll see what the Halo gods have in store for Evil Geniuses.
Now, I'm wanting to start this one off with Spartan. Obviously Spartan is ridiculously individually skilled here. Commonly just went off in that game #1. Spartan, pretty good nade, already doing some damage to a player, but takes some damage himself here and has to back off momentarily. Sniper rifle still up here on the map. Commonly on a great flank here, should be able to rack up a few kills. As in that kill feed, you see Ninja also grabbing the scatter shot. It's a 2-to-1 lead.
Oh, that would have been a nasty ground pound. Just imagine Lunchbox's screen where he doesn't know where that guy's flying and then immediately just gets ground pounded. That could have been a sick play from Spartan, but here goes Commonly, the guy that we were just talking about, taking a look at his stats. Does so much objective work, but yet still positive in the KDA, so just goes to show that he gets really aggressive, but also doesn't cough up a lot of deaths and picks up kills at the same time. Let's see if he can pick up a couple picks here with the sniper rifle. That's going to be Roy, one of the better shots in the game, backing Commonly down, and then there's the bait and switch from Ninja towards the top rocket side. Penguin gets a kill with the rockets. Ninja flying out towards bottom center, as we have a couple tweets rolling in, and also we do have a little bit of an update. Again, guys, EG, they only need one map here, but Penguin getting a 2-for-1 with the rockets. That's going to be very big for Team Liquid. Rain with the sniper rifle over towards top catwalk. Multiple players spawning over here for blue base, so Evil Genius is going to have to formulate some sort of plan. Typically, you want to try to send someone over towards scattershot area, maybe try to split the spawns. Looks like Roy's already done that, making his way over towards red base, while you have multiple players over towards blue. So yes, split spawns for Ninja and Roy. And we do have another tweet coming in. Let's go EG, one more map. Bleed blue. And yes, one more map, just only one map. That's all you need. Read to the lack said, or whatever that name was. But either way, Lunchbox finding the scatter shot, finding some kills. Is this the moment for Evil Geniuses? Laying down some more grenade damage as well. Penguin flies in there, 2 kills going over to Ninja. We got to see what's going on from Ninja's point of view.
All right, we will hop over here with Ninja. He's got the sniper top rockets. This guy loves top rockets. He definitely goes here more than any other player I've seen, really. But it works out in his favor a lot. We'll see what happens now. Nope, not this time around, as he gets melted with that sniper. 2 players rotating over by red flag. Instantly gets taken out. Now, callouts need to be coming over here that there's going to be some players top rockets, because Roy has no idea that they're coming here. Rocket does miss a little bit. Rain, no shield, secures yet another kill. Commonly now has that sniper picked up off of Ninja's body. 4 shots left here. Was no shield, has to start backing down. Stellar pushing in. Not able to grab the kill here. And that's a good job here by Team Liquid, actually shutting that down, keeping that player Penguin alive here back over blue base.
Yeah, very nice job keeping his teammate alive. Every kill matters, as you can see. Such a close game so far. Crazy challenge coming in from Rain. I wonder if Rain was a little bit worried that he was going to get a team shot from across the map, pinched out, but either way, stays alive, now crouching over down towards the elbow, gets lit up. Player outline showing that he's going to be dropping any second. Roy picks up that kill. Now, Evil Genius is only 2 kills away from tying this one up. If they're able to gain a lead here, that's when they're going to start barking callouts and start realizing that they're so close to sending E6 into relegations.
And it looks like Stellar knows there's the player Spartan there hiding up by the sniper, but not able to kill him. Spartan doing a great job, secures a kill, grabs the sniper rifle, gets another kill as Commonly comes in with the rockets, and all of a sudden 3 down here for Evil Geniuses as map control's gone back over in favor of Team Liquid. Stellar 1 shot left here in this sniper, but not having any angles quite yet where he can put this to use. 18-21 lead with mapping or with overall weapon control in favor of Liquid still.
Yeah, I want to see the stats when we get an opportunity here. Next death that we have on screen. But Stellar doesn't know what to do with the sniper rifle. Looks like he wants to rotate it over here. So yeah, let's check the stats really quick.
I just know he's going to shoot the shot as soon as
you press the button. I know. Well, we should just press it just in case so we can find out. But either way, switching on over to his battle rifle, trying to find a kill onto Penguin, does so, but there are multiple players all around him. And as we can see, there are the stats. Penguin being the big difference maker. I believe I saw him at 9 and 5.
All right, now Lunchbox pushing over here towards Sniper Tower. You got Conley running around with that sniper out, just jumping out in some no-scopes. Good nade comes out of Lunchbox. He's doing his best to stay alive, but this 2v1 situation, he's not going to be long for this world. Two players here from Evil Genius's bottom center trying to contest the players at Snipe, but both are being forced back.
Nice job by Evil Geniuses hanging in there. That's what you want to do again. But nice job by Liquid too. Very similar to how E6 kept straight ripping at arm's distance in Regret Slayer. Never really giving up the entire time and just maintaining a little bit of a lead. So it's been around 2 or 3 kills the entire time. There goes the push finally from Evil Geniuses. Lunchbox trying to find the sniper rifle player and keep that one on the map. That's going to be old teammate Commonly staying alive for quite some time over there and drops that weapon off the map. So nice job by him, but even nice job by Lunchbox staying alive in this situation. Finds a player down to no shields, even gets the kill onto Spartan. Only 1 kill away from tying this one up.
Wow, and this might be the one win. Like we said, EG, they don't need to win this series. They just got to win one game to secure their lives here. 30-29, finally having a lead change. Lunchbox doing work, but he gets taken out by a nade. Take a quick peek here. You got Stellar holding the scatter shot, trying to lock down Snipe Tower. Stats 10-8 +2 there from Penguin. Stellar 4 and 5. Very low on the death count. Pretty even across the board though. Spartan 9, 9, and 8 though. 9 assists. That's pretty impressive.
I feel like we're starting to see Evil Geniuses. Oh, a little bit of Star Killer action coming in as Spartan, I believe, fell off the map, but double kill coming in for Stellar. Trying to find the triple. That's a very big triple kill. They needed that one. As you can see, if he didn't pick up that, it'd be 34-31 here in favor of Team Liquid. And now look at Evil Geniuses starting to feel pretty confident, starting to get aggressive and getting their feet underneath them.
Yeah, new snipers coming up. This might be the last sniper that we see here on this map. Rocket and Sniper coming up, 36 all, 14 kills apiece left here for these teams. This is going to come down to the wire. You can just already feel it here. And you do have Roy at Snipe Tower. Stellar trying to help him out, but that's just that's it right there. It's basically a 2v2 situation. You also have Rain coming up off spawn here. He's going to push over towards Sniper. Stellar, Roy needs to get over there and help Stellar right now so he can lock down the Sniper. He will go ahead and grab that kill as Lunchbox gets another one with rockets, and this is a perfect time to take a lead.
If you're in the chat right now and you're an Evil Geniuses fan, this is the time where you start spamming that EG logo, baby, because they have really stepped it up here in game number 2.
Dude, there's some great sneaky action going on here between these two teams, especially Commonly here. He's done just an amazing job at staying alive so many different times.
3 kills there for the side of Evil Geniuses. Now that's a 6-kill lead. Still plenty of time in this game to come back there if you are Team Liquid, but it's going to have to happen going over towards the snipe side. And as you can see, so many players from Evil Geniuses locking that part of the map down.
Now Commonly back over here to the sneaky location where we just see him so often. Lunchbox with no shields hiding on that sneaky ledge or on the couch here by Sniper side of the map. You can see also Ninja on that little player outline sneaking around. He's going to get spotted out even though he just crouched for a good 30 seconds or so. Overall 3 players here over at Snipe side, and overall map control, you got 2 at blue, 2 at red here for EG.
Uh-oh, this is looking good for Team Liquid, though, as they're starting to collapse on Evil Geniuses, who started to play a little bit passive now. 45-41. Let's see if Team Liquid's going to elect to charge here, or if they're going to maintain the snipe control that they have.
Yeah, I mean, game is far from over, and Commonly grabbing another kill. Make that 45-42. You cannot be dying in this situation. If you're Evil Geniuses, you have to know that nothing is guaranteed here, and you need to play this game perfect because you put yourself in a great position, but it's not over yet, and you cannot let Liquid bring this one back. Not only that, but there's the momentum swing.
So Ninja ends up grabbing the rockets and flying out there, but look at this. Everybody is trapped.
Yeah, I mean, we do see there's a lot of action happening on over here towards Sniper's side. You had 2, 3, make that 4 members of EG now at blue base with only a 1-kill lead. Now they do have rockets, but they don't have any kind of map control, and it's just the infinite nades come in here to cave, especially by Commonly. They're going to start pushing this numbers advantage. They had Sniper too, but that player Roy gets dropped. Make that Stellar, that's 48-46 lead, and EG is losing their footing.
what is going on with Evil Geniuses over there at the blue base? Now, I was going to say before Ninja charged up there, I felt like that would have been the time to have a plasma grenade and try to blow the rockets back to yourself if possible, whether they know the grenades to do that or not. But heavily now in the favor of Team Liquid, 48 to 46, weapons in their hands too. Let's see how Commonly plays this one, because if they have a sniper rifle over here, he could just sit around the corner with the scatter shot and just watch elbow, and it looks like Ninja's trying to push over there, because if Ninja hears sniper shots coming up towards the cave, immediately he's going to shift focus over there and assume that he has an angle on the sniper rifle player. So there goes Ninja getting the kill onto Penguin, flying in here towards the corner, gets that nice scatter shot off, but I believe that was a splinter grenade that ended up killing him. Spartan taken down to no shields. Roy gets the kill, 50 to 49. No way. Liquid pulls it out. Big upset there, as it looked like Evil Geniuses had that one in the bag.
Look at that, the last guy alive. It was a 3v1 situation essentially, and Spartan grabs a kill to secure that win. And that was after Ninja got 2 kills, one of which was on the scattershot player with that death splinter nade that he really should not have gotten. So wow, Team Liquid takes a 2-0 series lead here now, 50-49 in this Coliseum game, and that's a heartbreaking loss.
Well, if you're Enigma 6 and you're not at home right now, you better get home, because we're looking like we may be playing we're saying, hey, this is the last series of the night, but no, it's not. If Team Liquid wins this one, we are going to see a sudden death best of 5 between E6 and Evil Geniuses. CTF Truth, obviously a midship remake over here. You have some old school Halo 2 players, Lunchbox and Roy. Can they put it together here on a map that they know very well? Because 50-49 Team Liquid, not how Evil Geniuses and not how anybody was really expecting that game to pan out, especially with the pretty comfortable lead that they had going towards the end.
Yeah, was it 45-40?
It was 45-40, but I feel like there was maybe even a 6 or 7 kill lead towards the end of that game for Evil Geniuses, and then they just all got trapped over there towards that blue base. Nobody's spreading out. 50-49 again, Roy giving up that last death over towards the grass, and it makes me wonder like where their heads were at, trying, being in the grass at the end of the game in a 49-49 game or a 49-48 game, probably not the best choice.
Yeah, I mean, that is a tough one to swallow, because that was it. That was all they needed. All they needed was one more kill to lock this in.
One kill, and now E6 again. They're probably getting excited. This is their opportunity now to bounce back. The question is did they give up? And did they not stay warmed up? Because if we play right after this and Evil Geniuses comes out extremely upset and warmed up against Team Liquid, and E6 has just been kind of sit around watching or whatever they've been doing, they needed to stay focused and get warmed up, just in expecting this situation to pan out in their favor.
Yeah, and then going into a true CTF, this is a game type that Team Liquid is really good at. Consider their game against Straight Rippin' yesterday. I'm pretty sure they won that 3-2, but they were all over the place, and that aggression that comes out with Spartan and Commonly on a team is really hard to handle, because you never know when Commonly is going to be pulling your flag. It just happens all the time. If that kid is alive in the game, there's a good chance he can grab your flag within the next 5 seconds, no matter where on the map he is.
Yeah, definitely. Got to be watch out for these guys, because they're so aggressive. And man, Evil Geniuses fans, this is how the entire season's been for them. It's just been so stressful, so heartbreaking. Can they put a smile on their fans' faces by winning this CTF Truth game?
Yeah, and here we go as the players are set up in the game. 2-0 series lead here for Team Liquid. Evil Geniuses has to take one win here right now. So obviously we're going to start this one off. I say we kick it off with Evil Geniuses again. Stellar, the newest member here, a newest addition to the team. See if he's able to take a win here for this Evil Geniuses squad as he gets into a 1v1 with Commonly Car 1. But Commonly coming out ahead, so another big win to open this one up. Got the Ninja collapsing here. That was 3 dead momentarily ago for Team Liquid. Great job, as Roy was also able to secure 3 kills opening this one up. Now you see the players are coming off spawn over here towards car side. The flag has been pulled by Penguin. A challenge in by Ninja, but he's going to lose that 1v1 to Penguin. Lunchbox has that camo, pushes in. There's some missed shots and melees going on right now. Lunchbox going pretty clutch. Not able to get those kills, though. Finally stops the flag runner, but that could have played out a lot more easily in EG's favor.
EG still in a really good position though, and they do get the flag cap. So nice 1-0 lead. Looks like they forgot about last game or maybe stepped up their communication intensity. Have to be kicking themselves after that one because they were, again, 1 kill away from securing that 6th seed. And now they need to step it up because they're up 1-0. They can't let another lead slip away.
Right, and Roy putting some shots down. It's pretty nice to have that early lead here. We'll see what is going to happen as he is starting to get collapsed on from both sides. Does grab that kill on Spartan here, but now he's going to be taken out commonly, sitting far side the base, just unloading damage here over onto Evil Geniuses. As Penguin grabs that flag and has it already peak 1.
Penguin extremely fast at running the flag. All of these guys on Team Liquid extremely fast at running the flag. Looks like this one should be going in. Ninja getting the pull, tossing this one out from underneath the base. Don't think it's gonna trick anybody on the side of Team Liquid though. And looks like the flag is being pulled out P side, and Ninja does pick up a kill and wasn't expecting to get it as far as he did, but so many slays going on over to Team Liquid, it's only a matter of time before they get this return. Lunchbox fending players off, multiple players off P2. Should buy some time for these guys. You have another guy underneath the base for Evil Geniuses, but that nade coming in from Penguin, that should be able to seal the deal over here, no matter what. He says, you know what, guys? Whatever, I'll just return it myself, and then I'll cap it as well. So Penguin doing it all over here, tying this one up 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, that Splinter nade didn't go into P2, kill the full health player Stellar as he popped out instantly, with Roy flying out pink side with the Storm Rifle. That was probably going to be a return for Evil Geniuses. Those Splinter nades are just so ridiculous what you can do with them.
Here goes Stellar with the camouflage. He's going up towards P3, trying to find where these players are coming from on Team Liquid. Doesn't seem to have any type of intel or information. There it comes, commonly pokes out over towards the P side. Does some serious damage on over to Stellar, but look at that. Roy Ninja picking up a couple kills. Rain gets one onto Lunchbox. Last guy alive is Rain, and this is looking like a good pull for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, Roy got a lot of kills right there as he starts to push that flag across. Instead of running it, he's going to give it over to Lunchbox as he's got the fuel rod. Knows the players are coming over for car side, but he needs to push out all 4 members already over by Evil Geniuses base.
Definitely. Uh-oh, look how that could have potentially killed your flag runner there, and it could have been a disastrous return for Team Liquid, but Roy going big this game so far in a 2-1 lead now. Evil Geniuses, they have to win this one, right? I mean, they're up last game, they're up this game, they only need 1, right?
You would think so, Tom, but those shots from Roy help out a lot killing Spartan as he tried to rush to P2. Stellar hits the shots there, takes out Penguin. Good job by him. Ninja has the sword, secures 1 kill, bouncing around, staying alive top center. Things are starting to look good for Evil Geniuses fans. They're getting some of these kills here. Ninja doing what he can to stay alive. Just too much thrust slide action here from Team Liquid as they take him out card 2. Now Rain already in Evil Geniuses base. Right as Spartan grabs a kill on Stellar here, that flag is already being moved. Last 2 members of Evil Geniuses getting collapsed on. And you got to be kidding, Tom. Looks like they're about to let this one go too.
Oh no, it's going to be tied up 2-2. Camo coming up any second here. What's going on with Evil Geniuses? Is it just Team Liquid stepping it up, or is it Evil Geniuses getting a little bit nervous of the situation? I'm not sure.
Oh, but it looks like Rain gets taken out. Several dead, 2 dead for each team here. Spartan starting to push into the base. He grabs a double, gonna potentially get this kill on Lunchbox, make that a triple kill. And this is looking good here for Team Liquid.
Team Liquid numbers advantage, but they haven't had anybody push out over towards the enemy base yet. So those kills, yeah, it's nice for getting map control, but they're going to need to get a couple more rounds of slays if they want to infiltrate the base now for Team Liquid. So let's see what Spartan can do with this fuel rod as Rain does pick up a kill, but look at this. Evil Genius is completely aware that these guys have fuel rod up into P2, so Spartan just slow playing it, staying alive. Is that Roy with the sword? It is. That's a big kill for Roy.
Oh, that was insanely big, but somehow 2 other members of Team Liquid already in the base. Stellar gets the kill there on Commonly. That's going to be a big one. Go ahead and shut down this push here from Team Liquid. Next flag capture will win the game. Overtime is still in effect here. So we're looking at about 9 minutes, 40 seconds of play. Should no one cap one in between that time. And that's too quick of a push from Lunchbox as Spartan melts him with perfect shots.
It all comes down to this. Evil Geniuses, they were 1 kill away. They're 1 capture away now. E6 just waiting right now, hoping that Team Liquid can capture this flag, hoping that they don't find them way into relegations, just praying to have an opportunity for a best of 5 against this Evil Geniuses team, but it's not over quite yet.
Commonly big win on that over Ninja there. Storm Rifle versus Assault Rifle. 3 members of Evil Geniuses coming off spawn over towards Bubble and car side of the base. As that flag gets pulled, now they do get the kill on Commonly. That's going to help out a lot here. But we'll wait to see if Evil Geniuses can focus and actually get this return, as there's still a lot of time left to play. Roy gets taken out. Flag is still down bottom center. Rain gets a player, no shield. Make that another double kill. Nobody's been able to grab that pull yet. Stellar's fighting the player up in window with spawns coming up. Ninja grabs one. That's going to be a couple dead now for Team Liquid. Commonly gets a pull, but he's not going to be able to take this anywhere as Lunchbox is below the base.
Nice job by these guys on Evil Geniuses, stopping this flag run in its tracks. The flag just sitting there in front of the base and eventually gets returned. I believe that was by Stellar. So let's see what happens with Lunchbox's point of view. Very sloppy shots coming in from Lunchbox. Takes him down to no shields and then gets the kill, but it's got to step it up here. I'm sure everybody is playing at a very high level. Lunchbox looking a little bit nervous there at the end, and Ninja not looking nervous at all. Seems like Ninja's stepped it up. Nice shots from Ninja.
Shooting Commonly's dead body too.
Yeah, he's feeling it right now. Flying in, getting aggressive, really wanting this one. Nice ground pound though from Spartan, and switching on over to the assault rifle, finding the kill.
Almost going for it again.
Good sign for EG though, when you do have Ninja playing that aggressive and feeling good about himself. Now they need someone like Roy to step it up big too. So we'll find out. But it seems like Ninja's really started to find his way. And there it is, Roy with 19 kills. The big X factors, Roy and Ninja. Can they do it?
Oh, and the bull chew comes out.
That was a nasty thrust from Ninja.
Yeah, and now Ninja's getting that kill on the sword carrier there. Ping 2 control after some nades from Penguin come in. He's going back over here to Team Liquid as Commonly pushes him below the base. Not going to be able to get anything going. Roy goes ahead and finishes off that kill. Now you got the twins, Lunchbox and Roy, fighting for control over at pink side of the map, but Team Liquid is just all over it right now.
Nice shot by Roy, staying alive at his base. Let's see if he notices Rain on his radar. Busting out the assault rifle, weakening him, switching on over to his pistol and getting a kill. Look at Ninja though. Ninja getting extremely aggressive, charging in, finding a kill, gets the pull as well. Are they going to toss this out? They do, and it's going to be a bottom center pull. Not sure if that's going to be the right play though, but Stellar picks up 2 kills. There's the last 2 guys alive. It's Spartan underneath the base, 1 shot. Another player in the window. That flag is there for the taking if Evil Geniuses wants it. That's going to be a pull coming in from Roy. He's going to just relay that over to Ninja. Ninja's going to pull it. He stayed alive around the corner. This could be it for Evil Geniuses, and it is. They win the game that they need to, and they stay alive in the HCS. Great job by Evil Geniuses.
Well, more than staying alive in the HCS, what they just went ahead and did is they just sent Enigma 6 to relegation. Even if they lost this game type, they would have had to play another series, but that is not going to be the case here as EG wins this one. Ninja 20 kills, Roy 22 kills, and some of his sword plays to kill the caster, or the fuel rod player, excuse me, were amazing. So Roy being an absolute monster all week 7 here, yesterday and today. Yeah. Evil Geniuses down in this series currently 2-1. But like we said, a win in this series isn't going to make that much of a difference. That was a big
kill right there. Roy with the assault rifle. Ninja had some big kills P2 as well. I think that he thrusted on that sword guy and then immediately pushed into P2, landed a splinter grenade, pushed up towards top center immediately, ran the flag, tossed it out bottom center, and then just great communication from Evil Geniuses to relay that one. And man, if you're an Evil Geniuses fan, you can take a big breath now. That's a monkey off your back. You are not going into relegations. The 2 teams that will be, however, are Allegiance and Enigma 6.
Yeah, and as we get ready, we do have one more game to play at least. One more game, depending on who wins this one, and that will be Empire Strongholds. So wow, the last 2 games have been ridiculously close. Team Liquid going huge, being down by a significant amount and bringing back Coliseum Slayer. And then the Truth, CTF, Roy especially, and then Stellar at the end of that game with the double kill going huge. Roy with the extra flag run, the relay there, and then obviously put in, I think, by Ninja.
It was put in by Ninja, and Again, very big kill by Roy with the assault rifle and then switching on over to his pistol, especially after a fairly rough game in game number 2. I mean, he was the only player I believe that was negative. I think he was sitting at 10 and 15 and then gave up the final kill over there when it was 49-49, stuck out in the grass. So he ends up, answering the call there and then going big. Again, Ninja and Roy, they're the big X factors. I'm not saying that Stellar and Lunchbox aren't an equal part of this team as well. It's just that the ceiling for Ninja and for Roy are so high. Sky's the limits for these guys. They're just so talented. And I see Lunchbox as always been the role player. He's always been the player to go in there and get the objective. He kind of holds his own, kind of the quiet assassin there. Has some big games, but he also never has any games that completely cost the series. So that's why I always look at it as Stellar and Lunch, they're going to be kind of even. It's up to Lunch and Roy, or it's up to Roy and Ninja to really go big in the kill department.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel the opposite. I almost feel like Roy is like a consistent guy you can always rely on the team. And Lunchbox, while I honestly kind of think his skill gap is higher than Roy's, but he's just plays consistently a little bit lower. But when Lunchbox is on fire, like thinking back to like Halo 2 anniversary days where he's running around with sniper rockets, gets an overkill and runs the flag, like that's the Lunchbox that's playing at his full potential.
Definitely. So now Empire Strongholds is a good game type for Evil Geniuses. Let's see if they can try to squeak out a win here. And a lot's going to be said about this game because Evil Geniuses, the pressure is now off their back. So are they going to play better? Or are they just going to kind of be like, all right, guys, we've reached our goal for today. We won the one map that we needed to.
Right now we're on board here with Lunchbox as he pushes over here towards tower, gets in a 1v1 with Commonly and goes ahead and wins that one. Actually, go ahead and make that a trade. Ninja gets, or excuse me, Commonly gets a pretty good nade off there, so that saw is still going to be up. Two members of Evil Geniuses trying to capture this pit here. The reset has not come in yet. Stellar doing a great job of staying alive, but they pushes him out of the hill.
Great Spartan
and they
charge.
get the reset. What an amazing job there.
Yeah, that Spartan charge was very well executed. Obviously, the goal was to Spartan charge him out of the pit and then try to get the reset. That's exactly what he did. And look at this, 40 seconds into the game, and finally the side base is being captured, but still an epic battle for the pit. Commonly picks up 2 kills. Stellar finds one onto Penguin, so that should give the numbers advantage on over to Liquid, and it does. They capture the pit here, but the saw is currently up, so if anyone can lock that down, that'll be big. Ninja finds a kill onto Spartan with the barrel, so that means that he's going to grab the saw. Maybe that's what they need to retake bottom middle, because as you can see, he's made his way into the pit, and nobody on Team Liquid contesting that one. Kind of sloppy shots coming in from Rain.
Kind of both of them, really.
Yeah, Lunchbox gets the kill, but how did they not capture bottom middle through all this? Spartan must have had a phenomenal play.
Yeah, but either way, it looks like that bottom mid is going to go over in their favor now. Stellar with the saw, decent amount of ammo left, grabs 1 kill here, setting up outside. We're looking at another 40 seconds or so before we're going to see this overshield come up. Evil Genius is now putting some points here on the board when he gets spotted out there. Good teamwork here from Team Liquid to take down these saw players. Still plenty of time before anybody needs to start setting up outside. Evil Genius is trying to keep them out of the pit, but they're not going to be able to do so. Team Liquid just too quick on those rotations. Now the side base is starting to go over in their favor, but whether or not they're going to be able to secure that's another story. Looks like they do go ahead and grab it. Big 1v1 battle. Penguin comes out ahead here. Lunchbox comes in to try to finish off that kill, but Penguin with the amazing Splinter Nade gets out of jail free card, takes out Lunchbox.
Definitely nice play by Penguin, and now Ninja looking for the assassination. Can he find it? Ooh, a little bit of body disrespect onto Commonly as well. Thought he was going to go for round 2 after that, but looks like he's not going to. Penguin comes in, shuts that down with the assault rifle, and Penguin didn't have the advantage in that fight. Ninja definitely did, but maybe Ninja a little bit flustered. And look at that, Rain, so many people in the pit. Can he find the grenade kills? Gets one, weakens another one. Penguin comes in with the saw and finishes off Roy, but that's going to be a pit being captured for Evil Geniuses. Side base being captured by Liquid, but doesn't seem like it's going to last very long as Red does go on over to EG. Yeah, if you're Team Liquid, you do have 13 points to play with here because you do have a little bit of a lead, but I would probably take the position to be in Evil Geniuses right now because typically you see about 20, 30 points minimum racked up by a setup here. No overshield in play, so it's just going to be all weapons and all
these battles right now.
I know, right? It's so funny to see these guys stay alive, but yet they're not going for the pit. That's just how this game type gets played. And now he goes for the pit, but he's going to die, no doubt about it. No way that Rain's going to be able to capture this, so he realizes that and backs off.
Yeah, it looks like they should be able to get a reset there. Ninja is actually in there contesting it now, as you also got Penguin still keeping that. That reset does finally come in. You got a battle happening down below the base. Lunchbox gets taken out. Conley stays alive. Look how fast this pit's going over in their favor. And instantly, Team Liquid back with control. And we're about to see a lead change.
Yeah, definitely. And Team Liquid, if they can control this while they have outside, they can get the overshield too. So that's going to be very important for them. As I take a sip of my drink.
Yeah, sorry to force you to talk there, Tom, as I look over and saw you taking a drink. That's why I started laughing. But either way, commonly picking up the kill on Ninja here. You got another 15 seconds or so before this overshield. This is going to be a big telltale sign of how the rest of the game is going to go, depending on who grabs this one. Rory doing a nice job staying alive. Takes that player to no shields. You always got to be careful moving around here, though, because there's a splinter nade that spawns on either side. And Rain, he's been hitting the gym. He beats down Rory a couple times. Penguin also doing the same thing, grabs a double kill.
Lifting buddies.
Yeah, exactly. Really, seriously. And then, of course, Penguin still moving around here. Team Liquid, it just seems like they've been playing this overall more effectively, and now you're not seeing anyone from Evil Geniuses outside yet. That overshield went over to Rain quite some time ago, and now we're looking at a triple cap, if anything, as Spartan grabs 2 kills now with the saw over in tower. So Evil Geniuses, this is not good for them.
And I'm actually getting information that there was a mathematical error on our part and that Evil Geniuses needed to win 2 games. I'm just kidding, guys. They're not. I'm just trolling you guys. Evil Geniuses, they're going to be in the 6th seed no matter what the outcome of this game.
All right, now they do capture and stop the bleeding there of that triple cap. Ninja's no shields over here at red, starts to push up. Now they need to get a couple kills before they're able to contest this pit. As you see, Spartan's over there in tower. Saw in Ninja's hands, but he is in fact out of ammo. Rain looks like the only person that get in the hell to contest this. Not going to be able to do so. Penguin takes some damage. Lunchbox finishes off that kill, and we're about to look at a reverse triple cap.
It's insane. Rarely do you see the reverse triple cap, especially in Empire Strongholds. It's so easy to lock down the rotations and be aware of the spawns because it's such a close quarter map. So here it is, Ninja in position. Is he going to slow play, or are they going to push for the triple cap again?
Right, that looks like Ninja decides he wants to go ahead and start pushing for that. Sees 2 players over here by Ben, knows they both have damage, hits the shot uncommonly. Another splinter nade takes a player weak, and then keeps their shields from recharging. So Ninja's doing a great job here. 3 people over there towards red base.
Yeah, Ninja played very well in the previous game, stepping it up big here again. 2 kills, possibly 3. There it is. Perfect coming in for Ninja, finding the double. And now they are pressing their advantage here, picking up this red base as Team Liquid does pick up blue. Now, Ninja has Saw. Does he want the new Saw ammo? He's going to have to decide if he wants to either go for that or go for the overshield here.
Yeah, and I mean, he hasn't died for a while, because that Saw, that's the old Saw that he still has. It was over in Spartan's hands first, but Ninja's been able to do a lot bringing this back here for Evil Geniuses as Lunchbox secures himself a double kill. Probably going to lock in that overshield here too, as we'll go on board with him. Actually, he gets taken no shields. I don't know if he had that or not. But either way, that overshield has long already spawned. The triple cap was happening here. Penguin trying to start this bottom mid cap, but good job by Roy finishing that one off. Go over here and take a look at Roy's screen as he picks up yet another trade. So this is looking really good now for Evil Geniuses. They're just tied this one up.
What a setup from EG. Not expecting this one. I was just joking around, and next thing you know, you blink and Evil Geniuses took the lead. So phenomenal performance from these guys. And just goes to show that they're continuing to keep up the communication and trying really hard. And that's what I like to see from these guys. So props to them, and props to Tawi and Ogre 2, making sure that they keep the flame going over here. Here goes a side base being captured. Looks like the reset does come in, though, so no triple cap in for Evil Geniuses, which would have been very important to them securing some more time on the clock to get closer to this win and possibly sending it into another game 5. But here it is, Lunchbox over here capturing the side base. Ground pound's gonna miss. Now, that ground pound did make sure that Lunchbox gets out of the side, so that's a pretty important ground pound. And then there goes the flood for the rest of Team Liquid.
Yeah, and looks like they do go ahead and get the reset there. So now they're about to get triple capped on here. This isn't looking good for them as Rain goes ahead and secures that one. We're about to be all tied up momentarily. Now Ninja is capturing blue base back in their favor. You got another player here. Looks like Lunchbox gets taken out here by Penguin. Great job there. The bleeding has stopped, but the game is all tied up. Numbers advantage starting to go back over here to Evil Geniuses. If they can secure this pit, they may be able to take this game. We'll see, but no, the reset comes in here from Rain. Lunchbox trying to escape, no shields, not going to be able to do it. Numbers advantage, 2 dead here for EG. We're coming down to the end.
Penguin with a phenomenal game so far, continuing to build on that one, finds the saw. Do have side base being captured right now.
Yeah, it looks like that is going to go over in favor of Evil Geniuses. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Penguin, that was actually really good. What he was doing, he was standing in the corner. No, he was not lagging out. His controller was not malfunctioning. He was wasting the saw ammo to prevent it from going over into Evil Genius's hands right before he died.
However, it looks like Pit gonna possibly be going over to EG. They're super close and they get it. That's very clutch. Only 8 points away, which means that that was their final push over towards the pit. And they're clutching it out towards the end, just like they did in CTF Truth. Now, on the other side, Team Liquid with probably only 1 or 2 pushes here too, as you can see. Evil Genius is racking up some serious points, 15 points away from winning this game, Kyle.
Yeah, and Conley getting some shots down here on Stellar as another player behind him gets a lot of good damage down here, but that hill is not going over in favor of Team Liquid yet. We're about to be all tied up once again. We saw a 3-2 victory. We saw a 50-49. How close is this one going to come? We'll see if Team Liquid's able to regain any kind of map control here.
What a wild series so far. I mean, Evil Geniuses, they could have, you know, been up 2-1 in this series. You know, 50-49, game 2, Coliseum, they had the lead. All of a sudden, they win CTF Truth out of nowhere after being up 2-1, and then it gets tied 2-2. And look at this, we're moving into a game number 5. Penguin 24 bomb, but everybody else lagging a little bit far behind. And looking at the slays, I think that means, yeah, Evil Geniuses outslayed them as well.
Yeah, I mean, really good performance from Evil Geniuses, keeping their composure towards the end of that game. You can tell how bad Ninja wants to win. You can't be shooting dead bodies if you're going to lose that series. So Ninja doing everything he can to ensure this victory. Penguin, 24 kills, so he was on a tear this game. Saw a lot of great individual victories coming out of him. 192. This series is also being extremely close here tonight.
Seems like Evil Geniuses wants to win this one and not even have the same record of E6, so that leaves no chance for them to be even in that relegation conversation, even though they've already secured their spot into the HCS. So now we move into Rig Slayer, and we talked about it. Ninja, very strong at this game type, and I'd be looking to shut them down if I was Team Liquid, honestly. You can't let them go off. You can't let them get the plasma caster, sniper rifle, shotgun camo, any of those things, because he knows what to do with them here, and he's been playing pretty solid Halo in the last 2 games.
Yeah, he really has. This shot's on point right now. You can just tell by some of these 1v1 victories. We've watched him win, and then of course the statement he's trying to make by meleeing and shooting those dead bodies here, trying to make sure Team Liquid knows they got lucky here. This should have been Evil Genius's spot going to the finals. Of course, things did not work out that way for them, but this game number 5 is going to be the Rig Slayer. And if it's anything like Team Liquid's Rig Slayer last night against Straight Rippin', I don't even think I could watch it.
Yeah, we may be here all night, guys. Grab your, let's just have a giant sleepover here is what we'll do. Grab your beanbag, or not your beanbags, your sleeping bags. If you want to sleep on a beanbag, that's totally cool too. Yeah, I mean, you see the Envy House, they have that giant beanbag right over their left-hand shoulder, so it's your right hand when you're looking at it, but seems like a pretty solid beanbag.
I've got the beanbag that unfolds into a bed. Do you ever see that?
You would.
Yeah.
What, Sky Mall?
No, I don't know where it was. I can't remember now. It was years ago. But the most handy thing I probably ever bought. You know, people have slept on that having lands at my house.
Really? You're gonna say that's the most handy thing you've ever bought?
Well, I mean, I might exaggerate some things, but it's really come in handy for sure. Now, yeah. Rig Slayer.
Rig Slayer. I mean, we have to start off with someone on Evil Geniuses. We've been talking about Lunch and Roy a lot, and let's give some love on over to Stellar. Let's give some Stellar Lunchbox POV this game.
All right, we can definitely do that here. Stellar, who is obviously the newest addition. If you are new tuning in to this squad, he did come over here from Enigma 6 that Evil Geniuses literally just sent into relegation with their Game 3 victory on True CTF. We are looking at Game 5 here now. Rig Slayer as Stellar comes off spawn, immediately pushing over here towards Nest area, and Plasmacaster decides not to go for that. He's on the flank, catches the Camel player. He goes down. Look at the kill feed there. 3-for-1 trades to open this one up.
Great start for Evil Geniuses. Let's see if they can lock down this bunker control. and get some more picks. I believe, I want to say, based on the positioning and just the rotations, it seems like Team Liquid has the sniper rifle and got out of there. So good pressure coming in from Stellar. Spartan was the one to grab that weapon. Now they're going to want to try to get these kills and make their way back on over towards the bunker. That's going to be a pretty big miss. Allows Ninja to escape with his shields, and Ninja doing a nice job using the walls to his advantage and then escaping with the thrust out towards the SMG. 3-2 here. Weapons in the hands of Spartan. Needs to pick off some headshots though. Body shot's not going to cut it here. There it is. Finds one onto Stellar. That's going to be Roy out over in the white corner. Should be another easy kill here for Spartan if he wants it. Another player down below him in the trenches too. So fighting everybody on the team is Spartan. And now they rotated back on over to bunkers. So this is a good position to be in. If they can hold this up until the camo, that should be very solid for them. Or they can opt to do something that Optic Gaming does, which is charge over and just try to flip the spawns again by bringing that over towards the back wall.
Yeah, and we got Spartan doing an amazing job staying alive. He's yet to die, and with all three of his teammates dying off the start of the game, he was still able to escape with the sniper and grab 2 kills. So he's 2-0 right now, and still trying to avoid. Nice job jumping that sniper off the map. Don't want to let that fall into the hands of Evil Geniuses.
Not at all, and Evil Geniuses, this is the start that they needed in a game number 5 here. Momentum heavily in their favor. Winning the last 2 games after being down 2-0 in the series. No one was expecting this outcome, honestly, but the way that they played yesterday, never count these guys out. We even heard in the interview with Ninja that they feel like they, instead of being 3-9, should have been 9-3. There goes a ground pound onto Penguin.
And Ninja stayed alive there as another player was flanking behind him. It's great overall teamwork coming out of Evil Geniuses. That camo was up. I thought Roy might have been able to grab it. I kind of wish he did go for it. Now he makes his play on it. The shotgun's also in his hands. This is a really scary moment for Team Liquid. 15-6, camo shotgun over to Roy. Numbers advantage pretty even right now, but now Roy's working on some flanks.
See what he can do. If he can put this to work, can really help secure game number 5 for Evil Geniuses. I like that he's allowing a player to run in front of him and bait a little bit, but he needs to try to engage in some close-range battles. Trades don't cut it there, and even Lunchbox dropping means that during this little camo, it's been a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Team Liquid. So here it is, Roy pushing in now. It's been a 2-2 trade. Charging in with the shotgun, not able to again find anyone on his radar quite yet. That's going to be too many grenades for him to push in towards that area. Here's a possible kill with the shotgun. That's going to be Penguin crouching around the corner. Roy going to take his face off, finds another player that's sitting in the open field, almost thrusts off the map, but stays alive, and then lays down some even more nice shots onto Rain. But Rain going to get the kill with the battle rifle as Stellar comes in with the pickup. Big 1v1, commonly going to win that one, but still an 8-kill comfortable lead for Evil Geniuses.
Commonly almost able to escape, not quite able to do so. Penguin gets his face ripped off by Lunchbox. Let's go ahead and see what Lunchbox is doing, running around. No shields here. Shields are going to start recharging. Plenty of ammo left in this sniper. Big healthy lead on the board as well. Nothing to worry about as far as camo goes for at least another 40 seconds. EG is at prime position in game 5.
Definitely, and they find even more weapons over here. So let's see if Lunchbox can pick up some slays. 10 bullets, plenty of ammo. Stellar finds a kill with the battle rifle. You see Rain crouching around the corner, trying to respond to callouts, but seems like the callouts are coming in from EG much faster than they're coming in from Team Liquid. That's why you're seeing the responses and teamwork from Evil Geniuses work out so well as they eliminate Spartan, pinch him off over towards that top tower area, and stay alive while picking up a kill. Great teamwork from Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, and this lead is just getting bigger, but was there a player behind him? Lunchbox didn't know there's another one in bunker. Great job jumping up, avoiding any kind of no-scopes that would have come out of Lunchbox there. It's going to be Penguin here now that has this sniper rifle, and we do have the camo also up as Spartan goes over and grabs that one. Got this plasma caster here in Roy's hands, who grabs a kill. Spartan with that camo gets taken out. We got to go on board with Roy as he's got plasma caster sniper rifle, 32-18 lead, and Evil Genius is down 2-0 in this series, losing one of the games 50-49, is coming back potentially with a reverse sweep.
I know Evil Geniuses fans are wondering, where was this performance so long ago? And Ninja, again, in the interview yesterday, just said they really feel like they should have been a 9-3 team instead of a 3-9 team. And numbers don't lie, but either way, this has been a very strong statement for these guys. If they do win, I want to ask them how important it was for them to finish off their season the right way, because Tyler was saying yesterday how much he enjoyed playing with these guys, hoping that he continue to keep this lineup.
Yeah, and I kind of hope that we get to hear from Stellar, because if you're following on social media or looking in the chat, it's just savage right now in regards to those words Kratos had to speak about Stellar and sending him to relegation. Now, the exact opposite is what's happening, and Stellar is the one that's sending Kratos into relegation.
Interesting turn of events. You got to watch your words. And look at
that helps too.
Okay, Rain. Guess you didn't see that.
He looked over there too, like, hey, what'd you just do?
Yeah, right? Kind of reminds me of when I first started playing Halo 5. I had no idea what those things were, and I continued to walk in them over and over again, and everyone just laughed at me.
They're called the get out of jail free cards, Tom.
I'm not gonna use those.
All right, hashtag free T2 as we got 37-25, now 38-26 in favor of Evil Geniuses. Now Plasmacaster is over there in the hands of Commonly, so power weapon control has been switching back and forth, but somehow Evil Genius is just doing amazing here this game.
Yeah, for sure. Looking like a team on the verge of going to the playoffs, honestly. But keep in mind that they won game number 3, 3-2, but lost game number 2, 50-49. So they potentially could have won 4 games in this series, honestly.
Whoa! And that was, we'll just go on board with Lunchbox and start watching his screen. He's got the sniper rifle out, moving, starting to collapse onto 2 different players, and Rain doesn't spot him out. It looks like somebody else does. Not going to be able to hit that no-scope, and he gets taken out. Still 13 kill lead. You have some room to make some sorts of mistakes here, but one thing you don't ever want to happen is a team to come back on you after being down this much to win the game here.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen because of the momentum from the previous 2 games, Kyle, honestly. You have Team Liquid on the back foot here. They're on the ropes. They're in the corner, whatever you want to put it. It's not looking good for them because you have Ninja over here ripping faces, 4 more kills, and Evil Geniuses is going to pull off a miraculous reverse sweep.
We've got, as Lunchbox jumps off the map, Tom, you're a liar. It's 5 kills. They need 5 kills, and these are going to be the last 5 that we see during the regular season here. Ninja still has the sniper, 2 shots left in it, and 45-33 lead. Just gonna let these players, you know, play this out a little bit slow. Ninja's sitting on Nest, not a spot you see people snipe from all that often, but nobody's popping out or giving any kind of room for Ninja to grab any kills, except for Rain, who was even, yeah, I'm lying too. We're just lying left and right here. Spartan, however, has that plasma caster, grabs yet another kill. Now it's 4 kills to end this game, make that 3 as Ninja loses that sniper rifle. But yeah, big healthy lead like this, you got to be feeling pretty good. Got to be happy with how you've been playing so far. Penguin puts that last bullet to use, and now it's a 10-kill lead.
Yeah, looking like Evil Geniuses is going to be able to pull this one out. No more weapon ammo for Penguin. He's just trying to bait this plasma caster, but look at that. Evil Genius is sending so many resources over to that side of the map. Then you do have a flanker with the battle rifle as well. So there goes Roy picking up 1. Lunchbox got 1 right before that. 1 more kill, and then it is all over for Team Liquid. Evil Geniuses pulls off the upset after being down 2-0 in this series. They do send Enigma 6 down to relegations. And yes, nice job by Roy, 16-6, dominating performance from the board.
And this Evil Geniuses squad, who started off the season so well, had a 3-1 record, just started falling behind left and right, has come out in week number 7 and gone 2-0. Beating Luminosity and Team Liquid, who are currently at the 3rd and 4th seeds there. So just overall amazing play. Evil Geniuses still proving that they have it. They just need to work on not having any or so many of these off weeks that we're seeing from them. And even these weeks where they're 0-6.
Yeah, game number 1, the only game that was fairly lopsided. I mean, you could say game number 5 was a little bit lopsided, especially because Evil Geniuses had that 10-kill lead at the very end and then won by 12. But very impressive performance from these guys, especially after game number 2. Their fans were sweating bullets, ending their season on a high note. Has to feel good for these guys because they've had their ups and their downs.
Yeah, I mean, and Roy ending the season with a 16-6 performance in game number 5. He's got to be feeling pretty good about that one. Roy was amazing this week. What he did yesterday and what he did today in these games, he is by far the leader for Evil Geniuses right now.
Yeah, and we do have a winner view. I know everybody's looking forward to this one. It is Stellar. Stellar, can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
All right, so you're down 2-0 in the series. You just lost 50-49. What are you guys thinking going into CTF Truth?
Just gotta focus on the game we're playing right now, not the past games. And we kept our communication pretty decent and calm, and I guess it worked out.
All right, Stellar. Now, we all know that this season did not work out for you. If I had to choose one player that I thought got kind of a short end of a stick, it'd probably be you. You've played really well. Just, obviously anyone that's been following around knows what's been happening. How do you feel about how this season ended?
It is what it is. It's competing. This type of stuff happens. I know there's always more seasons and tournaments, so just gotta try and do my best for those.
All right, so the question I'm sure everybody in the chat is waiting for us to ask, how does it feel to send Kratos down to the relegations after the choice words that he had for you in the interview not too long ago?
I don't know. I'm not really surprised. I mean, that's. I mean, I'm not gonna talk any trash because I don't know. I don't want to,
Oh,
but I'm
come
not
on.
surprised he's in relegation. Karma's a thing. So there it is.
And there's Tawi over there in the back. Now, how's it been over there at the Xfinity training facility, and how's the vibe now after your guys' win?
Um, Past week has been pretty good. We've been doing decent in scrims. We won our past 2 matches, so the morale is definitely higher. And then the Xfinity training facility is definitely amazing. I mean, the internet's like a gig up and down. So yeah, very lucky to have this place to come here and play.
All right. Now, what is the biggest differences between the beginning? Well, maybe you weren't on the beginning Evil Geniuses, but the Evil Geniuses in the middle part of the season compared to how you ended Week 7 going 2-0 here. What do you think is Evil Geniuses or why they've been struggling?
I mean, when I first joined the team in our league matches, I don't know, we went to like 4 or 5 game fives. We just had trouble closing out games. And towards the end, we would just calm things down. It was a lot easier to close things out, and that's what we did.
All right, Stellar. Well, congratulations. I'm sure that win is exactly how you guys wanted to end your season. And tell Tawi again that life is not Tau for this week.
All right, we'll do. Thanks, guys.
All right, and there you have it. The final match of the night. The season has come down to an insane end, a week unlike I've ever seen before with how these things have been playing out.
Just an insane run. I mean, between the battle for the relegations and the battle for that playoff spot, Straight Rippin securing their spot, Luminosity on the outside looking in. Now we shift our focus, obviously, to the Vegas tournament and then eventually the finals. And couldn't have been happier about how this regular season panned out. I mean, honestly, such intense games, such intense series. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It really means a lot.
Yeah, and shout out to all the pro players, of course, who've been putting on all these amazing series. And, of course, the amount of stress these guys are under. Yeah, they're playing a video game, but it is not an easy thing to do. Now, of course, let's go ahead and recap today's schedule with the scores as Week 7 comes to a close here. We had Team Envious defeating Allegiance 3-1, Straight Rippin with the 3-1 victory over Enigma 6 to put them into relegation with the help of Evil Geniuses win in that Game 5 over Liquid. And then, of course, Optic Gaming defeating Luminosity 3-1 to end Luminosity's hopes at a playoff run.
Yeah, and then the match that we just saw, obviously, Evil Geniuses and Team Liquid, just an absolute bloodbath. The reverse sweep came in after the 50-49 win for Team Liquid, and Evil Geniuses refusing to die. And that has to, again, feel good for Evil Geniuses because of the way that their season has panned out, especially from their fans who are very, very dedicated fans.
Right, and that is going to do it for the matches. So let's take a look at the standings and see where all of these teams fell. We have Envious, Optic Gaming, Team Liquid in the top 3, no surprise there. Straight Rippin making the miracle run over Week 6 and 7, going 4-0 to steal Luminosity's spot at finals. Luminosity falling out of finals into 5th, Evil Geniuses jumping out of relegation, and Stellar sending Kratos into that relegation spot at 7th seed. And then Allegiance, we all know the story there, a phenomenal team that had struggled all season long at closing out those game number 5s.
I guess what you got to look at in terms of this also is Team Liquid sitting at 7-7. That seems to be the number It's crazy to see it happen. And even Steven, 7-7, is 3rd and 4th place. That was the number, how many wins that you needed to make it into the playoff finals.
Yeah, now let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff bracket, because now we know where our teams that are going to be coming into this event stand, and we will have Straight Rippin' taking on Team Envious. Keeping in mind, Snipedown, formerly from Straight Rippin' as well, in that Team Envious lineup, and then Optic Gaming versus Team Liquid here. And
yeah,
this
2
is gonna
former
be...
Straight Rippin' members on Envy, Mikwin as well. So Mikwin and Snipedown, former members of that. And then, yeah, Optic and Team Liquid going to be duking it out. And I want to see that the progress between now and then obviously you have Vegas coming up very soon. And then the tournament, this tournament going to be happening, I believe, about 3 or 4 weeks from now. So that's plenty of time for teams to make adjustments to their game and to hunker down, trying to win that moolah going into, I think, December 10th is the date.
December 10th and 11th here at the ESL Studios in Burbank. You can purchase tickets. We'll have the link here at the bottom of the screen. Be able to come out here and watch all of these teams, including 7th and 8th seeded Enigma 6 and Team Allegiance, going up against the 2 teams coming out of the open circuit here in Vegas next weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. Who is going to be those teams? I don't know. There's so many good. I would say there is at least 6 teams that could potentially take those 2 spots.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of talent in the open circuit is extremely high right now, and Esports Arena helped prove that, especially UGC St. Louis as well. Now, of course, if you want to take a look at any of the news, standings, scores, schedules from anything that has happened here in the Pro League, make sure you head over to proleague.com/Halo. You'll be able to find out all the information there, including all of the rebroadcasts and VODs here from all of these insane matches. Week 7, Day 2, and the end of the fall season is now here. Elamite and T2 checking out from the Xfinity desk. GG's and good night, everyone, and we'll see you at finals.